Where is that? That's not it. Okay. The chat. Let's do that. Chat. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I was ready to roll, and then there we are. Okay, now I think I'll be ready. There it is. Oh, here's a song I wrote for spring. It's not spring yet, but it's getting there. Spring, ding, 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 ding. Spring, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding, ding. All the birds and their peeps, all the dogs and their peeps strut down the streets in spring. Spring, ding-a-ding-a-dong, ding-ding. Spring, ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-dee-ding. When I stroll along, singing a song, it's spring. So much for gloom, when love is in bloom, you have to assume it's spring. And I guarantee, with you beside me, it will always be spring. Oh, spring. Spring, ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Spring, a-ding-a-ling-a-ling-dee-ding. All the dogs and their peeps strut down the streets in spring. Spring, a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-dong. Spring, ba-ba-da-ba-dee-ding-bong. When I stroll along, singing a song, it's spring. So much for gloom, when love is in bloom, you have to assume it's spring. And I guarantee, with you beside me, it will always be spring. Oh, spring. Spring. Dim 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 da dum. Dim 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 da da dum. Dim 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 dim. Dim 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 ba da ba da. Bim dum dim dee 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 doo. So much for gloom, when love is in bloom, you have to assume it's spring. And I guarantee, with you beside me, it will always be spring. Oh, spring. Spring, be-da-be-dee-be-dee-dee-dee. Spring, be-da-be-dee-be-dee-be-dee. ladies are jumping on this promenade. Espressos are pumping. It's our, we sit in the shade. Our hearts are all thumping. It's our serenade to spring. To spring. It's spring. Oh. Spring, ladies and gentlemen, and it's not spring yet. Except for Michael Inman. Except for Tucson, it's spring. Because it's 80. No? I know, just a few more days. Hi, Tatiana. Ellen, Levine.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm trying. You have to keep a positive attitude, Michael. You know that. That's a hard song. Believe it or not, you might not think it is, but it's tough. All right. Jobim. Once I loved, and I gave so much love to this love. You were the world to me. Once I cried at the thought I was foolish and proud. I let you say goodbye. Then one day, from my infinite sadness you came and brought me love again. Now I know that no matter whatever befalls, I'll never let you go. Gonna hold you close, make you stay, because love is the saddest thing when it goes away. Yeah, love is the saddest thing when it goes away. It's like a perfect song. Then one day, from my infinite sadness you came and brought me love again. Now I know that no matter whatever befalls, I'll never let you go. I will hold you close, make you stay, because love is the saddest thing when it goes away. Yeah, love is the saddest thing when it goes away. Oh, love is the saddest thing when it goes away. I can't wait to sing in a bar again. I can't wait. I don't care who knows it. It's okay. Hey, Allison, how are you? Rabbi Miriam's here. That's great. Oh, lucky you. You get to hear me tuning up. Whoa. Okay. You know what? It's time to bite the bullet and kick in the old tuner. Sometimes you just have to do it. I actually I was adjusting the neck, and that's a really bad, that's a stupid amateur thing to do before you have to play. So there you go. So now you know. Hey, Juan Bravo from Peru. Hey, big boss man, now can't you hear me when I call? Hey, big boss man, now can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you're just tall, that's all. You got me working, boss man, working day and night. Want a drink of water, but you won't let me stop, big boss man. Now can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you're just tall, that's all. Dum 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 dum. Dum dim dim doody. Dum dim 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 doo doo. Rabbi Perlman, the boss, is here. Dum dum dee. Dr. Susan Spitzer is here. Hey, big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Hey, big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you're just tall, that's all. Well, you got me working, boss man, working all day and night. I want a little drink of water, but you won't let me stop, big boss man. Now can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you're just tall, that's all. Well, you ain't so big, you're just tall, that's all. I said you ain't so big, you're just tall, that's all. Al, Joanne, you like that? It's an E flat ninth. I love it. Everybody, Al and Joanne are here, so we can start. Great to see you. Great to see everybody here. Let me see who else is here. Cantor Denise is here. Wow. Well, now we really can. Leah is here. Marvin, Tatiana, and all of you on Jim Napris is watching, and Rebecca. Wonderful to have you here. Wonderful to have you indeed. Let me do, that was a cover. Let me do, I could do that. I won't do that. Brooks Bowman, 1934. East of the sun and west of the moon, we'll build a dream house of love, dear. Near to the sun in the day, near to the moon at night. We'll live in a lovely way, dear. Living on love and pale moonlight, just you and I. Forever and a day, love will not die. We're gonna keep it that way. Up above the stars we'll find a harmony of life to a lovely tune. East of the sun and west of the moon, dear. East of the sun and west of the moon. Dum 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 dum, dim dum dim dwiddy, dum dee dee dee, dum doo dum doo dee dim doo dee dim dweep, dim dum doo deep dee, dum dum dum, dum dum dee, love dum dee dee dum dee. Ba-ba-dee ba-la-ba-dee dum-ba-dee bum-ba-dee-dee-dee ba-dee dum dee dum doo dum dee bum-da-dum-dum dee-dee-dee ba-dee dum 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 ba-dum be-dum bum-dee dum ba-dee da-da-dum ba-dee dum dweep-doo-doo. I said east of the sun and west of the moon, we're gonna build a dream house of love, dear. Near to the sun in the day and near to the moon at night. We'll live in a lovely way, dear. Living on love and pale moonlight, just you and I, forever and a day. Love will not die, oh no, we're gonna keep it that way. Up above the stars we'll find a harmony of life to a lovely tune. East of the sun and west of the moon. East of the sun and west, west of the moon. East of the sun and west of the moon. It's right over there, east of the sun, just a little bit over there, towards Jerusalem. Hey, I hear claps. I see claps. Rabbi Perlman, but the guitar is a piano. And the guitar is out of tune once again. I should just let it go for this evening, huh? No, it's too much fun. And then if I do this enough, you too will know how to tune a guitar. Leah's here. All right, let me do something else for you. Here's a song I wrote. You like it so far? Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Forget the love we've known. Don't you leave me alone. Baby, Baby, put down that bag. Don't you be so cruel. Don't you make me say I have been a fool. Don't forget the nights and the ecstasy. And if you walk away, there'll be agony. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Forget the love we have known. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you say those things. You know you hurt me bad. Yeah, I made mistakes. Forgot what I had. But baby, now I know I ain't got no shame. Just a little faith and a sad refrain. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Forget the love we've known. Leave me alone. But I'm do-do-do. Al and Joanne, you playing? But I'm do-do-do-do. But I'm do-do-do-do. But I'm do-do-do-do. But I'm do-do-dim-dim-do. But I'm do-dim-do. But I'm do-do-do-do. But I'm do-do-do-do. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Forget the love I have known. Don't you leave me alone. Yeah, don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Don't you leave me alone. Why don't you throw me a bone? Don't leave me alone. Well, don't you leave me alone. Throw me a bone. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Amy, Tucson, Bob, Judd. Judd, did you get my text? I texted you. Judd is a wonderful musician. I invited him to join us. Maybe in a future week he will come and join us and sing a few tunes. He posted a picture of all his. I saw it. All of your capos. All right. Let me do another. I'm gonna do. Okay. I have to take off my guitar for this song because it's just. This is my favorite song. Many of you know it. It's a Sinatra tune by Jimmy Van Heusen and Sammy Kahn. I forget when it's from. Well, clearly the 40s. Today I may not have a thing at all, except for just a dream or two. But I've got lots of plans for tomorrow, and all my tomorrows belong to you. Right now it may not seem like spring at all. We're drifting and the laughs are few, but I've got rainbows planned for tomorrow, and All my tomorrows belong to you. No one knows better than I that luck keeps passing me by. That's fate. But with you there at my side, I'll soon be turning the tide. Just wait. As long as I've got arms that cling at all, it's you they'll be clinging to. And all the dreams I dream, beg or borrow, some bright tomorrow they'll all come true. And all my bright tomorrows belong to you. Right now, it may not seem like spring at all. We're drifting, and the laughs are few. But I've got rainbows planned for tomorrow, and all my tomorrows belong to you. No one knows better than I that luck keeps passing me by. That's fate. But with you there at my side, I'll soon be turning the tide. Just wait. As long as I've got arms that cling at all, it's you I'll be clinging to. And all the dreams I beg or borrow, oh, some bright tomorrow they'll all come true. And all my bright tomorrows belong to you. I love that song. I just love it. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Norbert from Hungary, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, everybody. Welcome. Oh, look at that. The time is passing so quickly. It's time to move along and to welcome the Sabbath. Welcome Shabbat. And that's what we're going to do. Huh. Oh, there it is. See, this is my JSLI kippah. See, JSLI. And this is my Sim Shalom kippah. So tonight, I like to wear my Sim Shalom kippah since this is Sim Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody who is here. It's great to see you. Let me go to the gallery. Say hello to everybody. Cantor Denise is here. Great to see you, Ellen. Oh, look at Al and Joanne. So cute. Rabbi Miriam is here. She has a message for you tonight. A message, such a message. I'm building it. It's just wait. Just wait. Rabbi Goldberg is here. Steve Hara. Rabbi Marie, Tatiana. I thought I saw Lee before. Is Lee here? All right. And on socials, everybody who's here, Welcome, everybody. It's great to see you. Bim bom, bim 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 bom, bim 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 bom, bim bom, bim 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 bom, bim 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 bom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Now we're going to go into the B section. It's the part we didn't sing. Here we go. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Hi, Alex Cohen. Hi, Sarai Weckers. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Rabbi Denker, welcome. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, hine matov, hine matov, hine matov, hine matov, hine matov. Behold how good it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together in peace. Hey, Reba. Reba is in Japan. I want to welcome Rabbi Robin. Rubenstein is here. And Dvorah Abramowitz and Allen Ginsberg. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you. Let me just fix my supporting stuff. All right. Now, it's time to share a little bit of the screen, I think, with you. Let's do this. I never do this. I do it all the time. Never mind, I changed my mind. Let's do this one. Sing Ma Yafeh Hayam. I'll put it on the screen for you all, because that way, there we go. Let me share. I just think it's such a pretty melody. Ma Yafeh Hayom Shabbat Shalom Ma Yafeh Hayom Shabbat Shalom Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom Ma Yafeh Hayom Shabbat Shalom Ma Yafeh Hayom Shabbat Shalom. Wow, you guys sounded so good. I could hear you all. It's like you're right. It's like we're right in the same room, right? Let us. We're going to light the Shabbat candles right now. So please join with me. We'll share the screen. Here we go. Okay, 2 candles. Bring in the light. Bring in the light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat May the Lord protect and defend you. May the Lord shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's ways. May God bless you and grant you long lives. May God make you good husbands and wives. May the Lord protect and defend you. May the Lord preserve you from pain. Favor them, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. And now Cantor Heitman will honor us with a song about angels. Hello, Marisa.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Machem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon.
Lovely, Cantor. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Cantor will be back shortly. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do a little bit of. Let's do this. Usually, I think Cantor Heitman. I think this is one you do all the time, but I'm gonna cover it for you. I'm gonna cover your song. Let me see. Mizmor. Oh, that's my melody. Mizmor Shir. Mizmor Shir. Mizmor Shir Le'om HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir. I'm not sure if this is mine. I don't want to say it. Mizmor Shir. Mizmor Shir Le'om HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir Le'om HaShabbat. Let me go to L'Hagid Baboker Chastecha. That can't be mine. I'm sorry, apologies. Ale Asar V'ale Navel Ale Higayon V'Chinor Mizmor Shir Le'om HaShabbat Tov Lehodot L'Adonai U'lezamer L'Shimcha Elyon ולזמר לשמך עליון כי שימחתני אדוני בפעליך במעשה ידיך ענני מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון. I apologize. I wrote something kind of like that, and it got famished in my head. Forgive me. Let's do this one. I haven't done this in a long time with you. Just repeat after me each phrase. All right, you ready? Adonai. Here's the notes. Let me see if you're doing it. I can see your faces, and I'll know if you hold on a second. You're not getting away with this. Just like a shul. Adonai. Ha ha, I see you. Lama bul yashav. Lama bul yashav. Vayeshev Adonai. Vayeshev Adonai. Good. Melech le'olam. Adonai oz. Le'amo yitain. Adonai yivarech. Yivarech et amo. Vashalom. Here's the chorus. Everybody sings together. Vashalom. Vashalom. Adonai yivarech. Yivarech et amo. Vashalom. 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 Adonai yivarech, yivarech et amo, vashalom, 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 vashalom. You know what the translation is? Adonai by the flood. The Lord will sit. I didn't like that. So because I'm thinking, God's sitting by the flood watching it. Not a good image. So my translation, Adonai will sit on the throne forever and bless the people with peace. So any of you sticklers here that know Ivrit and say, what are you talking about? It's okay. I give you permission. I go with a kinder, gentler translation. We got to do L'cha Dodi. We're running behind. I blame it all on Rabbi Marie. I'm sorry. It's all your fault. I want to give a shout out, of course, to Rabbi Yasha is here, Candy, James Coates, Roberta Siegel, Rabbi Deborah. Okay. Here, I'll share it with you. Oops. There we go. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Hishmianu el hamayuchad, Adonai echad v'shemo echad, l'shem ha'letiferet v'litchila lecha dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Bohui v'shalom ateret baila, gam b'simcha u'v'tzahala, toch emunei am segula. Bohui chala, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Okay. Let's continue with the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Everybody repeat after me. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. Nope, some of you got it wrong. HaMevorach. Thank you. Leolam Vaed. Blessed be the Lord to whom our praise is due. Praise be the Lord to whom our praise is due now and forever. Before we go to the Ahavat Olam and the Shema, I'd like everybody now to please turn to your left and look at the wall. But imagine it's not a wall. Imagine it's Amy and Allison and Reba and Lee, and they're right over there. Look at them. Oh my! They're smiling. They're standing, and they've got a piece of kugel in their hands. I'm not sure why, and they're ready to eat the kugel, but they're going to put it down. And I want you to say to them, Shabbat Shalom. Very good. Now please turn to your right and look at the wall. But that's not a wall. Cantor is standing there. Cantor is standing there, and Jonathan and Bob in Colorado. I don't know. And everybody else. And Banana Whiskey. Thank you, Banana Whiskey, on Twitch. Okay. And they're all over there. And I want you to say to them, Shabbat Shalom. Good. Now, now in front of you, and this is going to be for, let's imagine we're all in the same room. We're all in the same room. We're going to get a great big group hug. Everybody, come together. Shabbat Shalom. Back off. Come together. Shabbat Shalom. Ah, it's so good. I got tears in my eyes. Imagine one day what that will feel like. Won't that be? Well, maybe for some of us it'll feel okay. Some of us are like, I still don't want to do it. But I understand. That's what it will be like. Let's join together. Well, no, Cantor Heitman will now lead us in the Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta. Alkein Adonai Eloheinu, v'shachbeinu v'kumenu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Torah. לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו לאורך ימינו, ובהם נגן יומם ולילה.
Not bad, Ken. Let's join Baruch Atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Blessed are you, Lord our God, who loves his people Israel, who loves all people. And we join together for the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, hear, O humankind. The Lord is God. God is one. Is one. God is one. God is one. Wow, I could feel that energy. You guys were all there. Not kidding. Sharing this with you now. The Micha Mocha. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Micha Mocha. Bailim Adonai. Kamocha Nedur Bakodesh Nura Tehilot Oseh Fele Ya la 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 Cantor.
ושרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת Shabbat vayinafash. Beni Yisrael, oti leolam. Beni Yisrael, oti leolam. Shamu bnei Yisrael et Shabbat, Sot et Shabbat lidorotam beritolam.
Beautiful, beautiful. Puts you in the mood. Igada, igada, shmei rabba. B'yoma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayichon v'yomechon. Uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Oh, Bagala, Bagala, Uvizman Kariv, Vimaru Amein, Yeshemei Rabba Mavorach, Leolam Ulol Meil Maya, Yitborach, Yitborach V'yishtabach, V'yitboar, V'yitromam, V'yitnasei, V'yithadar, V'yithalev, V'yithalal, Shemei Dekut Shabarichu, Le'ela Min Kol Birchata, V'shirata Tushbichata V'nechemata Damiran Be'alma V'yimaru Amei. Please rise now in body or spirit, or combination of the two, as we join together for the Amidah. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu V'Imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el, Hagadol, Hagibor, V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevii Geula Levnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo B'Ahava. Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham, V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei Hakol Atah, Rab Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayei Meitim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mechayei Emunato L'Shenei Afar, Micha Mocha Ba'al Gevurot, U'Mido Melach, Melech Memit, U'Mechayei Matzmiach Yeshua, V'neheman Atah Le'achayot Hakol, Baruch Atah Adonai Mechayei HaMeitim Or HaKol. Cantor will now lead us in Shalom Rav. Again, beautifully done. Thank you, Chazan. It's always a pleasure that you're here. Share your talents with us and your joyfulness. Let us. We're going to now take out the Torah. I'd like to here. I just to prove that we're going to take out the Torah. Here's how I'll prove it to you. Oh, wait a minute. It's out. Hold on a second. Wrong one. There we go. Oh, wait. No good. Well, imagine an Aron HaKodesh there, and there we go. Let me stop the share because really I want to look for some volunteers. Let's see. All right, hands up. Anybody who wants to do the Torah blessing? Somebody who hasn't done it in the past few weeks. Somebody who hasn't done it in the past few weeks. Any hands? You bunch of chickens. It's unbelievable. All right. Lee, you want another shot? You want to do it? Lee's going to do it. I knew she would. Hold on. She got to unmute. I'll put the blessing up here so we can share. Oh, wait. No. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I got to take it out. Let me take out the Torah. I'm sorry. So sorry. Let me do that, and then you do the bracha. All right? Here we go. Here, I'll share this with you so you all can see what's going on. Okay. Vayehi bin Aharon vayomer Moshe Kuma Adonai ve'afutzu oivecha ve'yanusu misanecha mipanecha Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Ki mitzion tetzei Torah U'tevar Adonai miYerushalayim Baruch shenatan Torah Torah Baruch shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael bihikdu Shato. Okay. Let me see. Shema. Who's gonna? Let me get. Before I get to Lee, I need somebody to say the Shema. Al and Joanne, you know how to say the Shema. I don't care. Just sing the Shema. There we go. What's the matter? Go ahead.
I can barely talk.
That's right. That's all right. We know that the words are there. Shema, go ahead.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Everybody give Joanne a big hug. Thank you very much. Okay. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadol Adonai Ti, Unarom Ema Shemo Yachdag. I'm going to let Rabbi Marie carry the Torah because she looks like she's in good shape. All right, here we go. Everybody. Torah, 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 Tziva Lanu Moshe. Hey! Torah, 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 Tziva Lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva Lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva Lanu Moshe. Very good. Here we are back on the bima. Back on the bima. And now, let me put the blessings up because Lee is going to say the Torah blessing. Let me share the screen. It might be hard for you to read, though. Here we go. Anytime you are ready.
Baruch Hu Adonai Baruch. Baruch Adonai Baruch Lilam V'Ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam. Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamim, Benatan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Everybody give Lee a big hug, please. Everybody, big hug, big hug. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so I'm going to read this. I'll explain it, and then I'm going to turn it over to Rabbi Miriam, who's going to expound somehow about on this. I pick sections that I find, I don't know, and that's my new tradition. And then I find people who are willing to maybe work on it and come up with something. So here we go. Here is the Torah portion. Amen. Oh, nefesh. That little funny marking there, that's a pause there. And that tells you to sing it that way. That's called trope. Ki tishava levate bishvatim laria o lehetiv lechol asher yivate adam bishvua v'nelam imenu hu yada ve'esham le'achat me'ele, v'haya ki ye'asham le'achat me'ele, ve'hi tevada asher chata aleha. All right. The translation. When a person utters an oath to good, in other words, when someone makes a promise, whenever a person makes a promise, but then he forgets, and though he has known, the fact has escaped him, he forgets that he makes the promise, but later he realizes that he made a mistake, all right? He's got to confess. He's got to confess that he made a mistake, basically, without going crazy, without sacrifices and all that. So that is the blessing. Let's get Lee. You want to do the blessing after the reading? Hold on a second. Here we go. Wait a minute. This one. Yeah. Got it. No, Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam notav etzolkeinu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Shkayach. Beautiful. All right. So now let me tell you what's going on to set this up for you. So this is, first of all, this is the first portion in the third book of the Torah, Vayikra, and in this portion, God commands Moses regarding various types of offerings, sacrifices, and how they should be offered, the circumstances that they should be offered, and what the offerings consist of. That's a lot of this third book is also known as the book of the priests. So it really is almost like a manual for how to be a high priest. I kid you not. This is really what it is. But anyway, in this section, in this chapter, in Vayikra, God calls to Moses and tells him the laws of sacrifices, the animal and meal offerings brought in the sanctuary. Often these sacrifices, just as we just discussed in that Torah reading, these sacrifices were offered as expiation. Expiation is a big word. We expiate on Yom Kippur also. That is a way to mitigate to God the transgressions or sins. In other words, that's a way to atone to God for the sins. That's what expiation is, a way to atone to God. All right, so sins. Ladies and gentlemen, what are sins? According to the dictionary, in a religious context, to sin is an act of transgression against divine law. Sin can be viewed as any thought or action that endangers the relationship between an individual and God. So here's the thing, humans sin, all of us, in small and large ways. A lie is a sin, and making a promise and not keeping it, that's a sin. So we all have to understand that we're subject to doing things that hurt each other through words or deeds. This is a big lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Watch your words. This Torah reading illustrates the Torah's take on how to amend for sins through confession and sacrifice. But that's all I've got to say about it. Now, it's a great pleasure and honor to bring Rabbi Miriam Van Ralt to you. She's a graduate from JSLI, and it's a great pleasure that she's here to share with you.
Shabbat Shalom. For those of you who like to keep track of time, I thought you'd like to know that it's exactly 20.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Rabbi, your signal, there's something's going on.
Weeks until Yom Kippur. Don't choke, Rabbi Blaine. It's 26.
Wait, Rabbi, your connection is bad. We can't hear you. It's breaking up. Rabbi. Oh, gee whiz. Rabbi,
I think she just dropped.
She just dropped. Oh, thanks, Jonathan. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
All right. Well, while she's working on getting back, I can do a two-step for you. Dumb. Here we go. Dumb. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Are you back? Let's see. Rabbi? It's not happening.
I want to hear it because she said something about wanting to keep it from you. So
Well, that's one way to do it. I am, well, oh, here she is. Back. All right, Rabbi, you're back. Let's see what happens. Rabbi Miriam.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. You're back.
This has been happening all day. Okay. So now, while our ancestors didn't have Siri or Alexa to provide instant information, they did have the moon to guide them through the year. This past week, we welcomed the Hebrew month of Nisan, and this Shabbat, we begin reading the book of Vayikra, or Leviticus. And because it's never too early to start counting our trespasses in anticipation of Yom Kippur, Vayikra gives us a biblical counting of types of sins and how to atone. I don't know about you, but my ability to make mistakes is not governed by the calendar. Rather, it's governed by daily opportunity. The more freedom life provides, the more the opportunity to go astray. Our ancestors had little opportunity to sin when they were slaves in Egypt. Day by day actions were dictated by the taskmasters, and consequences followed. Once free, though, they were on track to establishing their own nation with government that would afford them the opportunity of choice. Choose path A, and the enemy is upon you. Open door number 2, and your life is as sweet as honey. Learning to live in freedom, however, means finding out how to avoid pitfalls. And if we do fall into the hole, how to make amends. The act of atonement does not come naturally to us as humans. The Hebrew word teshuvah reflects the act of shuv, or returning. But what are we returning to? Do we hope to return to the innocence of the Garden of Eden? While it sounds tempting to spend the rest of our lives in that simplicity, what God is really asking of us is to embrace a life of holiness in partnership with Adonai. Thus, we read in Vayikra that in order to make amends for our sins, we're to offer a korban, a sacrifice. The word korban comes from the same Hebrew word as karov, to close, to be close. To draw close to God creates the intimacy of a life that resembles the purity of a life without negativity. We use the physical korban, the sacrifice, as a physical manifestation of that which exists beyond. Our ancestors were attempting to reach beyond the known in order to communicate with the unknown, with the divine. According to Rabbi Devorah Weisberg, professor of rabbinics at Hebrew Union College in Los Angeles, there are 3 lessons to be learned from this parsha. First, consider the makeup of offerings. Some required animals, while others made use of mixtures of flour, grains, oil, and frankincense, which was made from resin. Israelite offerings therefore included things in their natural state and things that were processed by human beings. Our relationship with God could be mediated through both the natural world and through the work of our own hands. We could experience God both through nature and through our own acts of production and creativity. Second, while offerings were presented by the priests, every Israelite could bring offerings on their own behalf. In the Torah, a woman's commentary, Tamra Eskenazi notes that the word Adam in Leviticus could be understood not as a man who presents an offering, but as a human being, meaning that women could also bring offerings. Each of us, regardless of our gender identity, can connect with the divine. This equality is reinforced by Midrash Tanhum. Vayikra 5 points out that the word used for a person in Leviticus is nephesh, which also means life. This asserts that when a person brings even an offering of flour or grain, the least costly of offerings, God responds to the offering as if the individual had offered their own life. Finally, sacrifice offered a concrete avenue for relating to an unseen and unknowable being. We understandably viewed prayer as a more civilized mode of connecting to the divine than animal sacrifice. However, when we let go of our discomfort with the sacrificial system for a moment, we can acknowledge the power it held for the Israelites. The very elements that disturb us, and may have disturbed some of the ancients, make sacrifice so visceral and captivating. When an individual was overcome with guilt or shame, they were able to experience a deeply restorative sense of relief from placing their hands on an animal, seeing its blood on the altar, and knowing that this ritual expiated their sin. Just as we derive a satisfaction from giving a gift to someone who has helped us, a person who felt profound gratitude to God derived satisfaction from giving God something tangible. As we approach Pesach in just over 1 week, some of us are in spring cleaning mode, cleaning out closets and pantries to rid our homes of the chametz that must be removed from our physical lives during the holiday. I think of these physical crumbs as a metaphor for the spiritual parts of our souls that need to be gathered up and consumed, much like the sacrifice on the altar. As we live at the opposite end of the calendar year from Yom Kippur, when we cleanse ourselves of life's elements to which we are enslaved, so too are we challenged in this coming week to seek a return to a recognition that as we approach our festival of freedom, we must take the responsibility to live a life of Kedusha, as we keep in mind that from generation to generation, we must see ourselves as if we too came out of Egypt. O God, remember us and return us towards you so that our days may be renewed as in days of old. Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it be God's will.
Shikach, I'm so glad you got back on for that, to deliver that wonderful, inspiring message. And thank you from the bottom of my heart and everybody here. It's a great pleasure to have you, Rabbi, and to hear your take. Thank you so much. Let's see. Now we need to do a Misha Berach for those who are ill. So type in the names of those you'd like me to mention, and I will surely mention their names. Oh, give a shout out to Sarah Schoenfeld. I haven't seen her for a while. Good to see Rabbi Schoenfeld. Excuse me. You're getting a lot. You can't see all the compliments you're getting, Rabbi. I just want to tell you, everybody thinks that was wonderful. Thank you, Yeshkoch. Beautiful, beautiful. Just went brilliant. There you go. Yeshkoch. All right, Misha Berach. Rabbi, is Brian? Rabbi Denker is not well. Okay, Rabbi Denker, Rochelle Marmonstein, Steen, Michael Fox, Ryan Clary, Coco Ginsberg, Mayor Ben Sorka, Chaim Ben Moshe, Dr. Jeffrey Sturza, Veronica Perez, Abraham Ben Etta, Jerry Weiner, Pam Hazel, Rabbi Galit and her husband Bob, Brenda Morgan, Rabbi Nancy's family, Hirsch Vav Ben Huna, Melissa and Matthew, Rabbi Melvin Berg, Tori, Hannah Ben Shandel, Jared Ben Hiram, Willa Mae S., Ron W., Rabbi Nancy and the Tunic and Whitehead families, Ali Winston's husband, Shandel, Sharon, Michael Heitman, Debbie Robinson, Ed Hadley, William Ben Juana, all refugees, Art and Audrey Yaffe, Francis Johnson, Rabbi Nancy and family, Sarah Voss, COVID positive folks. All refugees. William, I got that. William and Julia. I think Ed Hadley, Debbie Robinson. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. And let us say, Amen. And let us say, Amen. Blake Voss, Ken and Amy Greenberg, Roz and Ray Baldwin. We send our healing thoughts, our energy out to all those people who are in need of healing. And we join together and we say, Amen. Okay, Yasher Koach, we're going to, we were running out of time. Let us do, let's return the Torah to the Ark. All right, Eitz Chaim He. Let me share that with you because you like to read that. Hold on. I imagine we're all standing on the beam, and we're all there, and the cantors standing there, and Rabbi Miriam is standing there in front of the Aron HaKodesh, and it's beautiful, and the Torah's in the Ark. It's Chaim He, Lamachazikim Ba, B'tomcheha Maushar, Deracheha Darchei Noam, V'chol Netivoteha Shalom. Hashivenu Adonai Eilecha V'nashuva Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh. Jonathan, close the ark. Yameinu The Aron is closed. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank everybody who participated in our Torah reading this evening. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kamoshienu, non como nuestro Dios, non como nuestro Señor, non como nuestro Rey, non como nuestro Salvador. No del Eloheinu, no del Adonenu, no del Malkeinu, no del Moshienu, lo haremos nuestro Dios, lo haremos nuestro Señor, lo haremos nuestro Rey, lo haremos nuestro Salvador. Bam, 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 bam. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Tu a nuestro Dios, tu a nuestro Señor, tu a nuestro Rey, tu a nuestro Salvador. Aleinu leshabeach Ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Ushemo Shemo Echad. At this time, we remember all those who are no longer with us in body, but are always with us in our hearts, in our spirit. We want to acknowledge the victims of that tragic mass murder in Atlanta, and all others passed away this week. Please join with me for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mavorach li'alam ul'olmei olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudisha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata Damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Shabbat shalom, ladies and gentlemen. A shout out to my good friend Francis Goodman, wonderful Catholic boy. Who's right now somewhere in the middle of Wisconsin, I think. I miss you, Francis. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. Again, want a big hug to Rabbi Miriam Van Ralt and to Cantor Denise Heitman. Just exceptional. It's wonderful that you're here, and we appreciate you. We value you. So next week is Shabbat Hagadol, and that's the week that I explain to you all the things you're supposed to do for Passover. Or maybe it won't be me. Maybe I'll have a guest explainer. That's supposedly, traditionally, that's supposed to be the longest rabbinic sermon of the year. Traditionally, rabbis didn't speak every week. That's a modern contrivance. They spoke on Shabbat Hagadol was the big speech. So not that we're not going that route, but I'm just saying. All right. Now, don't forget our Seder, our Sim Shalom and Blaine family Seder. I sent out email invites. Hopefully you've all got them through our mailing list. But it's the same link you used to get on now. We're using the same link. It'll be at 6 o'clock on the second night. 6 p.m. on the second night, we will have our family Seder. But I will see you. I'll see you next week. Any other announcements? Let me see. Anything else from the? Thank you.
Sunday night. Sunday
night, second night. Yeah. But you have to bring matzah, or you can't come. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to make my own charoset. So you know it's going to be. I don't know. It might not measure up. No. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol niyeh bidvaro. Ladies and gentlemen, pure greens: kale, spinach, cucumber, celery, zucchini, and romaine lettuce. So you never have to eat a green again. You just drink a bottle of this. You're good, except you don't get the roughage. I mean, you can't get everything. One more thought. Yivarecha. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Yer Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha. Shalom. Ladies and gentlemen, may the Lord bless and keep you. Shine a holy light from up above. May the Lord never cease to grant you joy and peace. May your hearts be overflowing with love. May the Lord never cease to grant you joy and peace. May your hearts be overflowing with love. God bless you all. Shabbat Shalom. Have a beautiful Shabbat. And don't forget our rabbis, Rabbi Deborah, Rabbi Nancy. I don't know if she'll be back, but we'll cover her this week. She's in our thoughts, of course, Rabbi Nancy, all the time, and her family on the loss of Scott. And Rabbi Deborah, Rabbi Nancy, Rabbi Galit, and Rabbi Karen, Mondays through Thursday. I love you all. God bless you. See you next week. All right? Be well, everybody. Be safe and be well.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi.
Thank you, Jonathan. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Good night. I just want to look at you before you go. Look at there they go. Bye. Everybody's popping off. Bye. Hey, Marvin Gruber. All right. There's Jeff. All right. They're all popping off. There goes Leah. There goes Leah. I'm sorry. And Kosher Biker. Look at you. You got Wi-Fi. It's a miracle. Look at you go. Reba in Japan. Great to see you. Tucson. We love you, Tucson. See you next week. God bless you. Good night, everybody.